Hello, my friends, and welcome to Where Wendy Creates. I thought we would take our stocking pattern from last year and just throw together some quick Christmas stockings. I have two that I need to make, and I have some of this double-sided quilted, pre-quilted fabric, and I thought that we would go ahead and make some stockings out of this. But I want to alter this pattern just a little bit. I thought we would take the toe and make it just a little bit longer because this seems a little stubby for me. So let's go ahead and do that. So I am going to take my fabric and lay it out roughly here so I'm wasting as little as possible of the fabric. And we've got the top clearance, and I'm just going to take the toe out just a little bit more and cut around that. So let's go ahead and see if we can make a quick double-sided stocking. And I think I might leave a little more up top. So let's just take it right here and go ahead and cut out that toe to be a little bit longer. And I'm on a cutting mat, so I know I have nothing behind me, but I want to waste as little as possible of the fabric so we can turn the stocking over and do it the opposite direction for the toe up on the elongated side. Now I'm just going to take it to the top, cut it as so, get this out of our way. I thought we'd make some more out of the checkerboard as well, but let's go ahead and make this one first. So I'm going to go ahead and finish trimming this out around the sides. And we want to keep it right like so. And we'll use these scraps for something else. Let me turn it because my wrist is torquing a little bit. And maybe you can see that a little bit better anyway. And we're just going to trim it right around the bottom. Okay. That looks good to me. I'm not going to get too precise over it. And we're just trimming off the bottom. I think I'm okay with that. We cut a little pinch off of this, rounded it out a little bit better. And then we're going to take the back of it and bow it in just a little bit here and trim up the sides. All right. So we'll try and use these scraps for something else. I'm putting those in the fabric bin, the regular fabric bin. And we're going to take our stocking over to the sewing machine. Then we can decide which side we want to have out and which side we want to have back. I'm just going to trim off the selvage on the top because I don't want the selvage showing. And maybe we'll get some white for the top, and maybe we'll just leave it as that. So let's take it over to the sewing machine and see where we go from here. All right, my friends, and welcome back to Where Wendy Creates. We cut out a stocking, and then we're going to sew it together. And I'm not sure which I want to have as the primary side, but I think I'll have this as the outside. So we'll put this as the inside. And if we sew it correctly, we'll feel comfortable turning it right side out or inside out. So we're going to sew it, turn it right side out, and then we'll fold over our top. So let's go ahead and start on that. Gonna leave our opening. And let me get our sewing machine plugged in here. Okay. And I'm just going to do a straight stitch right around the edge to start. Lining it up. Holding my threads as I begin. doing a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. And we're just sewing our 1/4 inch seam all the way around, keeping with the ankle. The toe, I'm just torquing it a little bit, pulling it right around as I go, and everything's still lined up. I've sewn it all the way around. We're going to go ahead and turn it right side out, stick my finger in. Oops, I forgot. Before we do that, let's go ahead and notch around all of the curves so it doesn't pucker in any of the curves where we go to turn it. And everywhere we have a corner, we're just picking that with our scissor points to pull it closer to our seam, but not cut through our seam, so that when we turn it right side out, it's not going to buckle or torque so much. Couple right in the foot, and then back around the heel. And we are almost ready to turn ourselves right side out. Okay, and we're going to put our finger right in the point of the heel, grab a hold of it, pull it out, and then we're going to push that piece all the way around at our seams. And we're making a quick Christmas stocking last minute because I like it for packaging, and we can go ahead and package our gifts inside of our homemade stocking. So hopefully they can use their stocking for years to come. And I'm auditioning the top to see if I want to put white around it, or if I'm happy to go ahead and have it as this. And I think what I'm going to do is put ribbon and bow on my seams on both sides, and I'm going to go ahead and sew this down. So let's go ahead. We're going to pop off the front of our machine. And so you can see here, I can put the foot, the leg right up in it. And I can simply sew all the way around to make that quick stocking as a beautiful gift packaging. And I'm on the Singer Heavy Duty Sewing Machine as I'm going through multiple layers. And I just find it very easy to use my crafting machine anytime I'm going to be doing those multiple layers. All right, pull it right off. Trim my threads, and then we're going to find some lace to make a flower and put it right on the front and right on the back where we have our turn seams. So right here and right here, we can sew those down better to hide them up, or what I want to do is just put some beautiful ribbon on it. So let's take a look at what options I have there really quick in the jar, and then we can finish up our beautiful stocking. So let's audition a couple of these pieces and see if any of these will work nicely. We've got some beautiful red. I have green because it is Christmas. I have this, I think I'll put that around the red and white check. And we have some lace. This matches beautifully. What to do? Okay, so let's play with a couple of these different ideas and see if any of these can be made into a pretty bow to put quickly to cover that. And we can start and create a little flower going around here to put on the front of that. The colors kind of really match really nice. Let's see if that's something I want to do. Could even put that around the top of it. And then around the bottom, that would camouflage a lot. I've got some rust spots from where it was, shall we say, this is antique, where it had been laid. And this, look how gorgeous that is. I might want to use a little bit of this all the way around. That is absolutely amazing. And that would be a very quick solution. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut that piece off and we're going to use this. Looks like I have enough to make two. Set all these other ribbons aside. We could go really funky with that red, but this lace just really tops it off real perfect for me. So let's see if I can just sew that on real quick and be done. I didn't have to roll it over as much. Okay, so let's change out our blue thread to some white real fast because if I'm using this white antique lace, I think I want to use the white thread, and that's back here in my basket. So let's put that back in here, pull out my white, rethread my machine real quick here. I'm pretty excited about this. I think that this piece is just going to finish it up perfectly, and then I won't have to worry about those seams at all. And we've got a nice finish on the inside because it's the pre-quilted fabric that we have purchased and had left over. And now I think I'll start it in the back and just run a line around it real quick. Close that off. I'm loving it. Okay, I think that is going to solve all of our thoughts. So let's take this basket back off because we're going to sew around. All right. So let's pop that back in here as a sleeve. Bring it right over the top. And I think I'm just going to pretty much sew one line straight across the entire length. Back stitch to begin with. And then we're just going to stitch it across. Pretty much just keeping that right in the middle. And this, how to cap it off at the end so it doesn't fray. Because this is one piece of long lace. I think I'll run a line straight up and down. It'll be on the back side. So let's go needle down, pull it up, pull it around, and I'm going to go foot down, straight down, up, and I think that should keep me from fraying. And then we might want to do the same to the end of the lace before we put it away for our next project so it doesn't fray. All right, and I so love that. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's pop this toe back out. We haven't ironed it yet. I've just finger pressed it. And let's pop the rest of this lace off. I almost want to give it a tie so it can tie up. I think I'll use a smaller lace for that, but that's a great idea if I want to cover that up again. Okay, so let's just trim it close. That did not fray, so we should be perfectly well with that. And look at my finished 5-minute little stocking. What do you think, my friends? I think that is an adorable, country, charming stocking, homemade stocking. Woo woo! And here is my charming stocking. Very, very pleased with that. All right, let's turn it over. The top, beautiful. I say that's stunning, my friends. I am very happy with that. Very nice last minute, 5-minute Christmas stocking.